First of all, congratulations. It was a very nice celebration at the end of the match today, and we had a lot of people here today, which is great to see, and nice way to present the trophy to this incredible group of players who have really, as I said in that speech out there, have gotten better as the year has gone on. There's no doubt that the big key tonight in I feel like a dominant performance was the presence of our block, and we were again very well prepared. Fresno doesn't run a super fast tempo in their offense, so we were able to get 2 blockers up and sometimes 3 on their attackers. Did a really nice job stopping their outside hitters early in this match from hitting down the line. On the other side, I don't think we were great offensively until the third set. And we had a hard time early getting our outside hitters going. We really weren't playing with a really fast tempo in our offense until the very end, and then we started doing some nice things. But we did the other things well, and at times we had good service pressure. We did serve. I think they outserved us, to be quite honest, but I think that was part of their plan, was to come in and just serve us really tough. But again, it was a good match for us and a good win.
When you're blocking like that, does that almost just break down the other team mentally?
Yeah. It does, and I think they had a very high percentage of unforced hitting errors. Well, it's because of that. It's because we stress them. They don't have any other options, so they're just swinging for things, and they hit a lot of balls out of bounds. And that's what you see a lot of times when you block people.
Will that be a part of the game plan going forward against Wyoming?
Yeah, our blocking is really always a key part of the game plan. It's it's whether or not we're successful doing it. Wyoming will play faster than they do, especially in their middle attacks. So I wouldn't expect us to get as many stuffs as we got tonight, but maybe we will. Who knows? I mean, last time we played Wyoming, we blocked them pretty well.
Tom, you alluded to this talking with the crowd out there. This team has learned to become a blocking team. Mm-hmm. And our beat writer, Kevin Lytle, says this wasn't a very good team at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, what was
and in that phase, it wasn't. We had a lot of holes in blocks. We weren't getting a lot of stuffs. I don't think we were following preparation plans as well as we are now, but certainly we're fundamentally and technically better as a blocking team right now. But also they're preparing well. They understand what the other teams are doing. We're getting a lot of video, and it's allowing us to get a lot of blocks.
What does that say about the growth of your team, that you guys have been able to improve on a consistent basis?
Well, it says, and I've been saying this particular group of players, and every year you have a different thing going on, different things make you good, whatever. These guys really have focused and gotten better in certain areas that we ask them to. And we could probably tomorrow go say, hey, we want to do this different, and they'll do it. They're just, they're really good at forcing themselves to learn things and do things and get more productivity out of a certain skill.
Would you say versatility would be this team's greatest strength then?
That's a hard versatility. As a team, yes. I'm not sure that we have a lot of specialist players, but as a team, yes, we have a lot of versatility.
Alexander, was it a little difficult to stay focused, knowing the celebration trophy was on hand afterwards?
I don't know, not really. We didn't really think about it. We kind of compartmentalized when it comes to that stuff. I mean, we all talked about it before, but when it's time for game time, we just go and focus on our opponent.
I think we've been good at focusing on what's up on hand and then dealing with other things afterwards. And in the past, when we knew that potentially we could be winning a Mountain West title, we didn't really think about that. We went ahead and still kept playing.
And then just how nice was it to celebrate something that you guys have worked all season for and obviously accomplished a little while ago?
It's amazing. I mean, winning a 7th straight fourth for me and second for Axie. Like, that's a great feeling. It's hard to beat that feeling, knowing that you're at the top of the conference.
Yeah, so the trophy, did it feel any heavier, lighter?
I mean, they're all pretty heavy. Like, every single time we carry them, we're like, geez, we forget how heavy these things are, but.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys had some fun with the confetti and all
Yeah.
that. And I mean, looking ahead now, you have Wyoming on Tuesday. What would it mean to have an undefeated Mountain West season?
I think it'd be great. I mean, we haven't done it in a really long time in this program, and just to know that means that we came out every night and competed and focused on each opponent individually and did what we need to do, which was good.
And Alexander, looking ahead, I mean, you guys hopefully have some more wins. Looking ahead to the NCAA
Of course.
Tournament. I mean, what is the mentality of this team getting into that tournament, and what are your guys' goals?
Well, I think that's something that's been really special with this team is that we have like pretty high expectations for ourselves and our wins, and I think all of us see like our team going far and trying to go far at least, and putting our best effort in to make it there. And I think this week and next week will be really critical and focusing on trying to get better to prepare ourselves.
What are some things you guys feel you could improve on going into postseason play?
I think maybe our like consistency throughout the match, so less ups and downs, maintaining like a high throughout the whole time, and I don't know. There's a bunch of little things, not like mainly just like, oh, we need to work on defense or work on offense, but I think everybody knows the little things they need to do individually to like help our whole team.
Tom, would you say that there's anything that kind of ties all 7 of these together, common thread among all 7?
Yeah, I think we win at home in conference games, and I think there's a lot of energy in this building, and our team attaches themselves to it, and they usually play well in this building, and that's going to give you a win over everybody, right? So now you got to go out and do some things on the road, and this year we've been able to do that. We haven't always, you know what I mean? There have been years. One year we had 3 conference losses, 4 conference losses. So, those things happen sometimes, but this particular group is consistent all the time. So what would tie all 7 of these together? Well, I don't know. Dree ties 4 of them together. I don't know. I mean, we recruit athletes that we think can be physical enough to beat everybody in our league. That's the standard, that when we're recruiting somebody, we're like, we need to beat everybody in the Mountain West. We're not afraid to play good competition. We teach these guys what is a good volleyball player statistically, because it's not about how much you bang the ball straight down on the ground. It's about minimizing giveaway points and maximizing your terminal positives, and they hopefully by the time they're in the program a while, they all understand it and they do that stuff right. And if you do that stuff right, you're going to be at least competitive in every set you play, and then we end up winning them because we're better athletes.
How do you think this team compares to some of the other great CSU volleyball teams?
Well, I can tell you, I don't like doing that, but I will say that this team has, if you look at what their trademark is, what is their signature, it's been their ability to get better throughout the course of the year. Some teams don't do that. They just get to a point and we fight to stay there. These guys have improved throughout the course of the year. My expectation of them now compared to what it was in September, it's incredibly different. I mean, I expect them to be excellent every time they go out on the court. And it wasn't that way earlier, because I was just saying, hey, let's just pull out a kill here, there, whatever. And now I expect them to be great all the time.
And do you think that steady improvement is a better way to go about the season compared to...
It's been, yeah, I think it's been fun for me as a coach to see it happen. Because there are times when, as a coach, you don't see it happen, and you're spinning your wheels all the time. But it's been fun as a coaching staff to watch these guys improve.
And as players, and you might get the chance in the tournament do you want to play a Texas or an Arizona State that you guys played, or Arizona, sorry, at the beginning of the season? Because in September, those matches obviously didn't go well for you. I mean, what would it mean to be able to play either one of those teams again?
I mean, I think playing any top-ranked opponent would be great. Just knowing that, because a lot of people don't really have that much respect for the Mountain West, and so just knowing that we are good enough to compete with those teams. Like, in the beginning of the season, we weren't a finished product by any means, and we still held with Texas, and we almost beat Texas A&M and Arizona State. We held with them, and knowing that we've improved so much, I think it'd be a way better matchup. And
do you guys have a chip on your shoulder at all with the notion that the Mountain West isn't quite as strong as maybe a Pac-12 or a Big 12?
Kind of. It's more of just like, we know that we're at that caliber of those types of teams, and just having the chance to go out and play them, it's kind of like, all right, well, you guys are Big 10, Pac-12 conference. Like, it doesn't really matter where you compete in, as long as you go out and compete against that team.